Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host, a shakaroni pizza from Papa John's every day for the rest of your life, whether you like it or not. How you doing? How's it going? You know, this series isn't much unlike a daily shakaroni from Papa John's, except you don't really pay for this. You know, I wouldn't pay for a shakaroni either. Anyway, if you don't know about the shakaroni, it's a big pizza endorsed by Shaquille O'Neal, former NBA superstar. Was he that good? I imagine he was real good because everyone knows who he was, but yeah, he had to be good. Like, he had to be real good. I know that he was real bad at free throws, though, and, like, actually... Anyway, I don't know much about basketball these days. I used to be a little more into it when I was younger, but... How you doing? How's it going? It's, 3:25 a.m., not too late. Stream went a little later because I wanted to finish up the Frostpunk scenario I was doing. That's what I've been playing, by the way, if you were wondering. If you wanted to check it out, I'm playing Frostpunk. I'm probably not going to do much with it like I did the mini motorways video because the runs are real long and I don't feel like anything interesting happened in my first run, to be honest. Like, that first run of mini motorways that we did, I think that run was pretty fun. I had a good time with it. The first run of Frostpunk was just me going, hey, I'm not that bad of a person, am I? Alright, I'm instating martial law. Which is fun in its own right, but condensing 8 hours of that down to a single video would be a lot. Anyway, tomorrow I will be doing Hell Rush with viewers. I think. What day is it today? It's Monday? Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be doing Hell Rush with viewers. It's going to be moving to Tuesdays because I'm moving my stream schedule back a day just for my own personal gain. No real reason. But yeah, we'll be doing Hell Rush on Tuesdays from now on. I didn't pull any more highlights from the last one, but, you know, it's fine either way. For today's question for you, I will hit you with your question. We'll be on our way. I was scrolling through Facebook just before this. I had to take a little time, to take the break as I talk about. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw someone post a memory from 6 years ago of them going to a convention. This is not someone I know particularly well, but I wanted to extend the question to you. I feel like we're in a pretty good space, but I've missed the boat. Any big convention goers in the chat, or I guess in the comments? You guys any big con players? I've never been one, and I feel like at this point I'm past my prime. I feel like I didn't do a lot of things that I should have done that would have been cool, like going to game stores when I was younger and going to conventions and things like that. Instead, I just stayed home and played video games, which is fine in its own right, but I don't know, there were like a bunch of people in costumes dancing around, and I went, huh, that looks like it could be fun. But not for me, I guess. Yeah, let me know. What are you feeling about conventions? How you doing on conventions? I don't think they're bad. Like, I'm not against them. I expect to go to some when it's safe again, because that's the big stopper, right? Obviously, this is a convention question, a little bit of a, you gotta think back a bit, but anyway, could sit here and talk forever, probably. Let's get rolling. Wonder if I could talk forever. It'd be fun to do something like Binding of Isaac again, and see if I really could sit down and monologue for 45 minutes. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get rolling. We're Umbra, Exile, Wurmkin today. It's double-barreled Daedalus, Spell Shield Fell, and Chase Seraph. Sick of seeing this guy's face. Mindclaps Bounding Echo's engine upgrade. I've been going to bat for Penumbra lately. I'm not doing it. Look, here's the deal. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing sketches here. No chance. I'm not doing it. No. Oh, I should have done it, man. As soon as I clicked that, I went, wait, Keeper of Echoes. I should have done it. That's okay. I've been going to bat for Penumbra lately, and I'm going to continue to do so. I think he's not as bad as we once thought. I'm going to go for Architect. I don't think that he's great, but I think he's better than terrible. I don't think he's worst champ in the game. I think that might be Shardtail Queen in my book right now. This trial might have been a little bit aggressive as well. I saw the other day a pretty interesting article linked by the Monster Train devs that was talking about this game You may have heard of it. It's called monstertrain. That doesn't. I thought I would get more out of that. You only get 1 echo for playing Bounding Echoes on Echo Seedling. Interesting. Thought I'd get more. But yeah, I saw an article doing like it was like a guide sort of thing. The guide sort of thing was not very good. I will not beat around the bush. It left some things to be desired, let's say, but I don't want to dunk on it too hard. It was a guide from the perspective of someone who had not played a lot of the game, if that makes sense. And that was fun to read through and go, haha, look at these opinions, right? But oh, I could have killed this enemy. Ah, shit. Could have hit it for 12. I could have saved 6 pyre health. I wasn't thinking there. Because I was thinking about it's very important to mind collapse down here, but it's not that important because of Echo Break. Okay, so I take 6 here that I didn't need to take. That's my bad. Didn't process that one in time. But anyway, in the related articles for the guide was another article written by the same person that was the champions rank. It was a top 10 list. No Wurmkin in this list. However, their #1 champion, an Umbra. I know. I'm pretty sure that the list was written from the perspective of someone who played probably like 3 runs of each character on Low Covenant, which is fine, but I don't want to like come across as gatekeepy or anything. We're gonna take Making of a Morsel here for sure. No perils. Don't talk to me about perils. Never talk to me about perils. Ecto transfer as well. I took Bigger Man Penumbra. Big Spaceman Penumbra. I took this to play a Wurmkin clan strategy. Is it Bog Chrysalis? It's probably Bog Chrysalis. Hatch 2 of these bad boys with plus 25 and multi-strike, maybe. We'll take it anyway. I mean, I think it's right. It's a bit of a thinker. See what we infuse on it and things like that. Stone 510 damage shield 3. I'll finish what I was saying in a minute, don't worry. I know you're chomping at the bit to hear the end of it. Kinho's Carapace on Bog Chrysalis does give it plus 10 baseline, and then it gives it plus 10 on hatch, so you get 20, 21, or 20, 25 egg boys. Not the worst idea, I'm pretty sure. Actually, maybe it doesn't work that way. I'm not 100% that it works that way. I think it works that way, though. I'm not gonna pivot to Kinho's Vessel. We got the Bog Flies. I kind of want to give him Large Stone Multi-Strike. 41 health. So with Big Boy Penumbra, I can play 2 of the Bog Chrysalis with Large Stone and Penumbra on the floor, and then they'll act as a bit of a shield. The problem is that this is a limited strategy. I don't have the health I would need for this, right? So I'd have to get survivability from my infusions. Even then, I don't know if this is good enough. Like, I don't know if Large Stone's good enough. I think that Multi-Strike Endless would win. This is a thinker. I don't think Large Stone's good enough. I think Large Stone is a trap. Although I do need to give them some, like the 1 health Chrysalis dies for sure, but it has to get something. It can't be multi-endless actually, unless I give it an infusion for survivability, but what infusion for survivability do I give it? Let's do Large Stone. I'm gonna go for it. It's good now, if nothing else. I'll take the money, because we're probably gonna go left here. I don't really want to go Umbra Banner. Go here. It's a tough choice, though. I have no trouble taking this, because the damage that it does from the Mark of Invasion is going to bounce off of the Chrysalis here. I'm going to play top floor, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I want my morsel to get eaten. It's fine as well. This is plus 15 to 2 of them. I don't think it matters, though. I think I'd rather hatch them. I think number of hits is more important. Anyway, what I was saying before is that I don't want to come across as like I'm gatekeeping new players, right? I don't think that this guy's guide for Monster Train was particularly bad. Like, sure, it wasn't something that's going to get you to Covenant 25, but I feel like it's real easy when we discourse about this game to go down a path of just thinking about the game only from the perspective of max rank stuff, which is, you know, reasonable because we're playing on max rank, but I don't know. It was cool to read the guide and see someone's differing perspective from mine, you know? It was because it was a very differing perspective. Oh, that's not right. Should have played Morsel first. It doesn't matter, these guys crush everything. Doesn't actually make a difference. Yeah, I thought that article was fun to read. Fun to see things that this person thought was good early into the gameplay cycle too. Like, Summon plus Endless was on the #1 spot for things that were good in the game, which, you know, Endless Imps, sure, not bad. I think I want to go Prismal Dust here. It's alright. Infused Echo Transfer, yeah. That's good. And we'll go ahead and hit the left path here. Endless. So Large Stone Endless Egg is a really interesting proposition. I'm down to give it a shot, actually. I think that might be good enough. I think I wouldn't do this with Kinhost Carapace, but with Bogflies, yeah, why not? Purge a card, gain a card? Sure, sure. First card right now is Train Steward. I like leaving 4 Train Stewards in, though, because you can remove them in sets of 2 really easily. I know it's a weird thing to, like, micromanage, but I don't know. Rather get rid of a Shade Splitter. Rare Wurmkin card. So, Echoes of the Past isn't as good because our game plan is to fill the world with Bogflies. Let me look at the Rare Wurmkin cards. This isn't something I've done a whole lot. Let me take a little peek-see. So, Accelerated Incubation would be pretty good. Eternal Kinstone's very nice. Perfect Insanity, Symphony of the Soul are worthless. Echoes of the Past is not great. Wurmkin Spike is undecided. Unearthed Remains is fine. Wurmkin Etchings is pretty bad. And then on the Umbra front, Umbra has pretty good rares. Trample Stone is good. Furnace Tap, not so good here, but is good generally. Scratch bad. Forever Consumed is good, and Blazing Bolts is good. I would rather go Wurmkin. Yeah, Unearthed Remains is fine. It's fine. I don't think it's crazy. I think it's alright. Yeah, we just find a good infusion, or just a passable infusion for our egg now, and I think we are moving along. Yeah, we don't have a shop. I'm gonna plan to go Wurmkin banner here, assuming that Daedalus gives garbage. So I'm gonna go ahead and purge 2 Train Stewards here. Then we'll get the other 2 after Daedalus. This is looking like a draw. So one thing to note about this game plan with the egg, Chase Seraph is gonna farm us. Not Chase Seraph himself, but his sweep is going to be bad. Quick look ahead as well. Okay, we get another tempo a little later. I'm gonna go to 20 here. I want to put +10 piercing on Mind Collapse. The Ember Drain is what I'm trying to find as the word, by the way. The sweep, not quite right. Not wrong, but not right. Ember Drain is what I'm after. I want to avoid that killing me. Again, the nice thing about this early game here is... I will micromanage here. I have made a grave mistake. I don't actually think that this is a run-losing mistake, though, to be fair. I think that we will actually survive this. So. Survive it we shall. You can pretend I did that on purpose if you want. Penumbra might die. It is a sacrifice I am ready to make. Sacrifice I'm ready to make. And we just hatch this egg, and since it's endless, it's alright. We can even fill out this floor a little bit with echoes. Train Steward, I want to die. I could keep him alive, I want him to die. And we'll give these guys the +15. That floor will catch most stragglers and probably kill the boss. Then we come down to the middle floor here, and we got 2, 20, 45. Not lethal. Which is good. I'll hash this bad boy up. We'll probably play it safe and ping off one of these 5 health goons. And making of a morsel or magma morsel here to save 1 HP is good. If the egg dies, it's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, it keeps the plus 15, huh? It's a permanent effect on the endless. That's something I didn't think about, but this is pretty good. This is really good, actually. Unearthed Remains gives me 2. Echo Transfer costs me 1. Gives me 45, lets me kill the Forged Disciple with relative ease. It's good to ping off a problem enemy here. And just thin the waves a bit. We have a lot of stats on our floors, so I do feel pretty good about our position. Rehatching this egg doesn't happen, and I never get close, so what I should do now is prep for Relentless best I can. I can stop the explosion, or I can stop the infiltrator. I'll stop the explosion. Could have done 2 more damage to Daedalus there. Yeah, could have done 2 more damage to Daedalus there. Misplay alert. Misplay. No, that's okay. We'll be alright. This is a run that probably needs to take energy, I feel. Or not energy, sorry. I have energy. This is a run that needs to take space. My bad. Misspoke there. I think it might, because I can play... I don't know. Here's the situation right now. I'll be honest with you. I'm not thinking about my spacing particularly much. I don't really care that much. I'm just kind of letting it ride. I'm rocking with it. I want Wurmkin Spike here. I like Wurmkin Spike. Do I want to take Crucible Collector? No. And the other 2 are not infusions. Kinhost Vessel, Shadow Eater. I don't want those. But I want to take space. Okay, so Penumbra's free. If I take space, I can play Bog Chrysalis, hatch it with Penumbra, play another one on a bottom floor, and then replay it after the hatch. I'm gonna take space. I think it makes sense. I'm not gonna sit here and absolutely work out the math. I don't care that much. Volatile Gauge, Shadow Box. Wow, those are definitely 2 relics you're showing me here. Of which I will be taking neither. These are really bad. These are really bad. Shadow Box is okay, but I will never proc it. I'm clearing morsels from this run. So. First of Kin is alright. I think the Shard Soul Carver is really bad here because he's way too expensive on space. First of Kin is a really low investment for a lot of perma scaling. I am very into First of Kin here. He doesn't even have to scale me that much because we're going to have so many of these boys. We have a decent number of consume spells already. First of Kin makes a ton of sense here as our main line sacrifice. Now, without multi-strike, it's a little questionable, I'll say. I think without multi-strike, it's a little uncertain. But... like here, I want to confidently slam Heaven's Seal. With 45 pack shards, I will take it easy. But I'd like to slam that bad boy down. Bottom floor play, I think, is a bait. And we'll play top floor instead. If only I could pay the energy for these Unearthed Remains I'm about to make. That's alright. Feels like top floor is the right call. Always hard to say. Could catch this collector, but then I don't hatch my egg and I take a lot of damage. Well, I don't hatch my egg anyway, huh? He's on 3. I'm taking whatever this Light Harnesser does to me. Hmm. He's gonna do quite a chunk. I don't get anything for echo transferring it either, because I can't make 70. Okay, I mean, we'll just hatch next turn. Thinking about greeting here for the collector, but I think that we are not in a position to do so. Well, I will only take 11. Which is not that bad, all things considered. But it made the Shade Splitters first. That's a misplay alert for you. These are gonna do plenty. This Mind Collapse doesn't actually do anything though. I'll take the Echo then. I mean, we can afford to take 11 here. It's not the end of the world. We're not dying off of that or anything crazy. Here's the big thing. By taking space, I get to do another First of Kin Infused Bog Chrysalis on this floor now, instead of having to wait until after I get to Architect 3. However, at Architect 3, I would be able to do this without any, without space. So it's a bit of a question of if I needed it right now. I'm happy to have it though, so I ain't gonna complain. I'd really be happy to pick up the Wurmkin Serum, whatever it's called. Yeah, these boys, if I give them a little assistance, it'll probably get there. I'm talking about when I say the Wurmkin Serum? The one in the bottle? The Prismal Dust of Wurmkin? What's it called? It is, hold, I'll think of it. Soul Siphon. Soul Siphon is what I'm looking for. Take the Etch. Take the Etch. Well, I'll take the Echo Transfer as well. I don't have the Echo gain that I really need here, though. That's the story of this run right now. As we progress, our Echo gain will get there, I hope. I don't want to focus up on some -1s. Because we want to get to the point where that floor is stable and created. And then, I don't know, I guess the problem is that they're going to die from the Divinity sweep. Maybe I can play mid-floor with this. I probably play mid-floor with this, actually, on the Divinity, because the sweep's going to do a number on you. Return Soul is good. I need some sort of answer for survivability, because what's going to happen is our eggs are going to die on one turn, and then we're just going to drop. Or our units are all going to die, I should say. Holdover Echo Transfer in a different time would be really good, but it's not that good here. Holdover Return Soul is the pick. That's a lot of consumes, that's a lot of scaling. And I will do a +20 consume on Echo Break as well. Those are both good grabs. We'll do Vortex. Removing spells is not that good right now. I'm going to cut the Echo Transfer I added, because it's not that great. Every one of these that I remove ends up being a card I can't return soul later on. And that is really the reason that I'm going to maybe not remove anything else. We're at 24. I need to be careful. I think I just don't remove another card. I needed to come here for the chop, but I don't want to purge anything either. So what are we at? 60? I should take a 15 here. And that's not that hard to do. Making a 40 piercing Mind Collapse is strong. We're 60 here, we're 75 here, and then we take 25 at this last one, and we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this Vortex untaken. Crazy. Multi-strike on this combat? Absolutely not. No thank you, sycophants of Seraph. I'm okay. I'm still playing on Super Ultra. You know, I might just play the rest of my life on Super Ultra. I gotta be honest with you. I think it's about time. Time for me to embrace the Super Ultra ways. Penumbra first this time, although I am insulated against it now. I was holding right click anyway. That was just delaying the inevitable. It's high time. Yeah, let's do Unearthed Remains here as the consume, because we just go make a ton of echoes off of that. We just insta-hatch our next egg as well, basically, off of that. And I can still play the other cards in my deck. On top of that, I'm gonna put the Wurmkin spike bottom floor. I'm gonna play it for 1. Drop it bottom floor to just wipe these guys. We hatched our first 2 eggs pretty quickly here. I wonder if the large stone play is wrong in the long term. That's gonna be the story of this run. Is the large stone play wrong? Is the large stone play wrong in the long term? Thank you for joining me for English lessons. That'll be on the test. I should play engine upgrade there. So you might notice I'm not maximizing my etches here. I think that maximizing my etches isn't the most important thing. I think the most important thing is hatching as many eggs as possible. And to that end, we are going to play. Do a return. So like on a turn like this, I don't feel like I need to prep the bottom floor or anything like that. I can grab the extra hatch. Or the extra etch, I mean. And filling out this floor for echoes is also pretty value, to be fair. I'm kind of using this as a staging setup here. I'm feeling it out right now. I'm feeling out what feels right and what feels wrong in terms of game plan strategies. Like, super stacking 1 floor of bogflies and then just replacing the ones that die. The problem with that is that you'll have a little bit of time where you only have 3, which is not optimal. Versus spreading them out. Spreading them out, you kind of... I don't know, you take more damage on more floors, which is less good as well. I don't know, it's all experimentation right now. We're going into this blind together. I think that the better version of this would be to... I'll do engine upgrade this time. Doesn't hatch you, I'll hatch you, buddy. I got you, brother. Get in there and do 207 damage to Self-Made Harpy. Holy moly. I think that the better version of this run, though, is something that keeps your Bogfly alive on the infusion, and then multi-strike Endless is the better incarnation. Yeah, I mean... He's dead. I'm doing a lot of thinking here for no reason. Yeah, I think that your Bogflies, you don't want to have an aggressive scaling like First of Kin. It's what we're doing here because it's what we were dealt, but I would probably be better off giving them something like... Probably something like a Crucible Collector infusion on this run. Something that gives them initial survivability to get through and get hatched out there. But then you need a different plan for health. Hey, could I do Crucible Extension and then make a massive floor? So right now I could make a, if I take Crucible Extension and play it 3 times, 2 times? 4 times, 4 times, wow, 4 times is a lot. I could play 4 Crucible Extensions so I could put another egg on my top floor. I don't think that's very feasible when you talk it out like that though. I think it's 3 once I play the Penumbra, but... Or once I upgrade the Penumbra. I'm gonna go Soul Cripple here. I don't want to take another return, so I have a holdover one. I need a card, though. I need to take something. Soul Cripple's not ideal, but it's what we're dealt. I'm gonna look for... Like, the removals are tough, as we stated, but Hell Venting here is interesting. They can just duplicate a card. I know I said it like, you always duplicate a card, obviously, but I could just duplicate anything. I don't really need much. I'd probably duplicate a consume spell here. Maybe even the spike. Left just doesn't have much though, but right doesn't have much either. It's kind of a catch-22. I'm gonna go left because I think it is a better high roll situation. There's a few good high rolls you can hit here. Tempered Talisman is not particularly interesting here. I'll take Firebox, sometimes it's good. Endless plus 3 per echo plus 10. Then we check the caverns. Ah, this is one of the higher rolls. Oh no, this is nuts. Oh, this is really strong. Yep, we just put Sapstone on the Endless unit here. That's nuts. Yeah. Because you double dip on the summon. You get the so basically this trivializes the Divinity. We get to play top 4 now. The Divinity just gets clapped, and then we'll deploy our eggs to just sap the waves on Divinity more or less, and then hatch them to sap them again, and we will cut the teeth out of all of the waves. That's big. I can't purge anything though, as we've been discussing. Is there a +10 I could not take for the echo for the shards? Hang on. No, I only need 15. That's right. I just need to take a 15, which I can take any 15 here. Yeah, I can take any 15 here. All right, let's ride. It's crazy to be in a run where I don't make full use of the removals. I have money that I'm sitting on, but removals make my run worse. I run out of stuff to consume for Bog Chrysalis. Ah, this is big too. Like to see it. Misplay, I should have played Bog Chrysalis first because it would have dodged the Ember Drain. That's okay though. Yeah, we just put 12 Sap on Fel there. Effortlessly. I should have one more energy this turn. I mean, I guess I could have. I can have as much energy as I want, really. My energy on this, or my space on this floor no longer matters because we're going to have 2 over. Like an engine upgrade, 3 over, 2 over is no different. 3 over or 2 over, I should say. Then, remember when I was talking about I feel like I talk too fast? I haven't been making good progress on talking less fast. Sadly. Unfortunate thing about the way the hatch works is that it hatches at the end of the turn instead of the start of the turn. So, we'll just soul cripple this enemy away. It's not that big of a deal. And I am going to Prismal Dust for the etch. When I was talking about getting a high roll, by the way, the high roll I was thinking is the one we hit. Chase Seraph is going to hurt us quite a bit, but I think on the path to Chase Seraph, we are going to make pretty good tracks. They can hatch this guy. Kind of wasting him a little bit by hatching him here, but not the end of the world. For spatial efficiency, I might want to play mid-floor with Penumbra, and then I can play top 4, because right now we're at capacity for our hatches, and so we have to shift our priority away from hatching. Or I don't necessarily have to do that. I'm not so sure either way. Beating at a Morsel Miner is actually pretty good. Like, filling this 4 out on Echoes, I just need Soul Siphon, man. Past 1 turn, fill this 4 with Echoes is so strong. Fill this 4 with Echoes is huge. Give a permanent plus 15. We're not at any risk right now. All of the slowness that I'm doing for this run, all of the thinking I'm doing is thinking about how I'm future-proofing this run. How am I not losing on Divinity and Seraph, right? That's what we're thinking about here. You're not thinking about this run, you're thinking about the future. And the future is okay, I would say. Echo Break, return Echo Break. That'll kill we would be now proofed if I had seen a shelter, but I did not. Suppose you don't have to talk about the ifs. You guys just take something down. The problem is, as often is the case with a large stone sort of strategy, we're gonna hit a wall. You know the deal. Eventually this stops killing things and then you go, wait a minute. But for now we're looking pretty good. I'm gonna save the hatch of this egg for Fel. I want to set it up to hatch, but I don't want it to hatch. And we'll fill our echoes out on the top floor. And keep infusing. Keep consuming. And we'll put this up here. I got no fear on Fel. I have utmost confidence. This thing might even get the kill, to be fair. It does. Bye, Fel. Didn't even make it past the first of the goons. Okay, so currently we have 5 space mid-floor. When you play Penumbra, you have 6 space mid-floor. I think I do play Penumbra mid-floor. I don't take space. I think I take draw. I can go Wurmkin etchings pretty safely here. Yeah, that card's good. I think I go draw. I want to slam, right? I mean, I need -1s. This deck is no energy. I need -1s. Yeah, for sure. Value Stone would be ideal. Extreme Stone is fine. I've pathed into so many removals that I can't take. This could be a 20-card deck right now if I could take all my removals that have been offered to me. But I gotta take 2-cost cards down to 1 and 0. I think I'm gonna make a 0-cost Wurmkin etchings and then dupe it. Probably fine. Permafrost is a good grab here for engine upgrade. I'm not going to grab it because I want to keep looking. But quick aside for you, Permafrost engine upgrade so that it doesn't get caught in the loop of Wurmkin etchings, but I can still play it once without it bogging down my deck. Hold over again. Huh. I don't really want it. Yeah, don't really want it. This is an exciting run, by the way. I don't know if I've really voiced my excitement, but I don't know if this run wins, and that's exciting. Stygian Tome consumes. I mean, they all consume. Endless doesn't do much, though. Once you get Endless Penumbra, kill Penumbra multiple times, and I don't think that's very good. Fragile multi-strike 1 on one of the flies might be good. But I could never play this. I'll just take the silence. It's fine. Silencing 1 round of Ember Drain might make a big difference even. I don't know what happened to me today, but I really feel like my day... Like, it's 4 a.m. I don't feel like it's 4 a.m. I don't feel like it's any time, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm outside of time right now. I have transcended time and space to bring you Monster Train. I think I can remove 2 Shade Splitters. It's gonna hurt my Return Soul slightly, but I don't think it's gonna hurt it enough to matter. Okay, let's go. A quick mental check there. +8 is a little frightening, I would say. $400 is a lot of dollars to spend, though. I can bear it. I can bear it. Okay, so here's the plan. Penumbra's gonna go mid-floor. Crazy, but bear with me. This Bog Chrysalis drops in and dies. That is fine. Don't need to kill that enemy. Ah, yeah, that's really good, actually. This draw is excellent. Exquisite. We wiped the first wave, our egg dies. Look at that. Just canceled the first wave for me. Perfect. Echo Break. Could pull Echo Break back, replay it. I do need to hatch this Bog Chrysalis. Not worried about this Shade Wings though. I'm scaling my Bog Chrysalis right now. That's the story of what we're doing currently. Hey, you want to give me a give me an answer to that guy? Nah? Okay. That's fine. That's alright. I know how it may look, but this turn we pop off. We're gonna start hatching our Bog Chrysalis mid-floor. To do so, I will... I'm sitting funny, hold on. Getting like a weird cramp from how I'm sitting and sit up. Okay, I'm gonna bring back... I'm gonna put Consume on a Shade Splitter here, actually. Just play it for the etch. 25 kills this enemy. Our Bog Chrysalis hatches. It doesn't kill the Gilded Wing. $60. It eats all of these echoes, so Reap doesn't do much. This is something I did not foresee. However, this Gilded Wing actually does not matter because this hatch is going to drop 8 more sap on it. Of course, I didn't plan for that, but it's a nice happenstance. But I did not plan that out, no, in case you're wondering. I'm gonna put the spike on here, and I'm gonna take the hatches. And the 1/1. Put the spike here to kill the scary enemies. Yeah, that enemy is completely nullified by the sap. Everything's panning out just how I would want it to. How lovely. This Shade Wings needs to die. Honestly, it's gonna Echo Break all of that. You're dead. I can just Echo Break this whole wave. Echo Break. Ain't it nice? This also sets us up to insta-hatch an egg. Once this one hatches, I suppose. Forgot it didn't hatch. Didn't realize it didn't hatch, I suppose. Thought I was well over the number required, but I was wrong. Unearth remains. You hatch, that's all that matters. I'm gonna go ahead and drop an engine upgrade on this floor because I'm done with it. And we can, again, just make our lives much easier. Our spells are so good in this run. Our spells are so good in this run. Look at this. Just taking and upgrading these spells like this is real nice. I'm holding right click out of habit. I don't need to do that. So I'm going to drop an egg down here. It'll hatch instantly, and then we'll drop another one. Next turn. Turn soul goes to making of a morsel. And then we Prismal Dust up. And I think it's just not worth it. I don't have the Echo Generation to play Echo Transfer right now. I think it's generally just going to be a net negative. Play our last Bog Chrysalis. I'm going to kill the boss here. For sure. Yep. Later, buddy. I think our run is a little slow on the scaling right now, but it's okay because as we saw in this combat, we have enough to drop like 30 sap while we're scaling up. That turn 1 though was real nice, to be fair. Random spell cards from the discard pile to your hand and apply Consume. This doesn't do much. I need Echoes, I don't need Consume. Return Soul doesn't do anything here. We have seen like 5 of this card. Ancient Resonance could take it. I'm not going to. Could take it though. We'll go right. And then do a duplicate onto the you-know-what. I don't want Encased Divinity, Firewall, or Concussive Coals. I will reroll now. Hardened Hull is excellent. That makes life a lot easier. Remove Consume. Need to make things cost 0. I don't want to make things cost 1. I want to make things cost 0, like engine upgrade. Plus 20 Consume is also a very viable upgrade here. Been doing plus 20 Consumes a lot less lately, and I've been regretting it. I didn't want to make things cost 1, I wanted to make them cost 0, but I want to take on Earth Remains to 1. The card's good enough. We're consuming all of our Echo Breaks anyway, and duplicate this bad boy. Double stack on anything? Wurmkin Spike's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the Echo Transfer. Card doesn't do anything for us anymore. And I will buy 40 Fire Health. And that'll be the run. Chase Seraph I think will be the biggest fear, and I think if we get to the Divinity we'll crush him. That's my expectation. Yeah. Seraph puts a guy top 4. Plus new. I'm calculating, give me a sec. I think Penumbra's always going mid-floor. Doesn't necessarily have to be our main floor, but that's where Penumbra's gonna go. I think this is going to be our main floor. I want to put the Bog Chrysalis where it's going to get the etches. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. It's going to hatch real quick. And then the second one is already set to hatch, which is good. I'm going to lose Do I give one etch here? No, I think I'd rather have the +5. For real. Maybe a bit of a questionable choice, but I think the +5 is worth more. Yeah. Now it's scary, but don't worry. Do not fear. Drop this egg, boom, the sap goes in. When it hatches, it's going to resap. However, we can't call that good enough with this Seraph, as you're probably well aware. We're going to want to kill these guys, and that's okay. So I'm going to go spike the bottom floor, kill all of this. Mind Collapse does great work, as always. Does leave this Dark Wings to live, but I'm not too worried about it. I should have done Reap, actually. Should have flipped what I did here. Reap should be here because Reap would go after the combat played out. It's an optimization I could have done. Alright, though. I'm going to play the Prismal Dust for the etch. I'm going to call that a turn. Ah, he died in the end. How about it? How are we doing on consume spells? We're doing pretty well. You're at -22. Seraph can't help you either. So you're dead with doing 0. Okay. I missed my next turn. This is okay. And I'm gonna play... I will play... Wrong question. I'm gonna do Bounding Echoes for the etch. I'm gonna do it on the Bog Chrysalis. I wanna play Echo Break and then Wurmkin Etchings, I think. Although Soul Cripple is pretty good. Soul Cripple Wurmkin Etchings is good. I know it's Chase Seraph, so it's not that good, but we could put it here. I didn't see what that was. I don't really care. We missed this turn anyway. But most of those spells, I think, cost 0. Oh, I lose the Bog Chrysalis, and none of these cost 0. Losing the Bog Chrysalis might be really bad. I just have to draw back into it quickly. There's another Wurmkin Etchings I forgot about. You're -20. This wave dies. I lose a Bog Fly, though. I think it's not out of the question to plan to replay Egg mid-floor. In fact, I think it's downright likely that we do that. So I'm not going to engine upgrade here. I'll engine upgrade top, I guess. It's not great, but I need the energy. I will silence the last Pyre Wings, the one that's going to really give me the trouble. And we'll just fill out this floor. Bring back Unearthed Remains. Put it bottom. Hope I draw the egg in time as well. We're on a bit of an egg timer here, if you will. Oh wait, that thing lived at 1? Thought it was dead. Hopefully this kills 2, but I don't die. It does kill 2, but I do also take a lot. Let us consider. No egg coming up, which is a bit of an issue. Things change a lot when I play 1 Bounding Echoes here. They change quite a bit. So I can safely kill 1 of these. Didn't even really need to silence this guy, although I did need to silence him. Truly. Didn't need to silence him, but I needed to silence him. I think I'm putting a little bit too much stock in this middle floor, but also I want to not die to Gilded Wings, so, you know. Another Soul Cripple here. That should kill him, right? Yeah. I just have to ping these 2 off. Worst case scenario, I take a little bit here. No play engine upgrade again. 5 energy is fine. And I will put 1 damage shield here, which will get eaten. I'm playing it for the etch. Now this is not a good loss. Consume. Okay, so we go break, return it, go break here. And Dropping that egg is real scary. If I don't draw it next turn, we might just lose. We'll probably be okay. I'm gonna save the 15s here. That seems smart. A 6 health morsel would be good. A 1 health morsel does nothing. It dies. But we take the member drain, which is very important. Thank God I silenced. Drop the egg. As long as it hatches, it's gonna do a lot. Oh yeah. I mean, look at this egg. This is not the egg, this is sap. If you're ever thinking, man, is sap really that good? Just look at this thing. It does 1,000 damage and wipes this floor out. And all it does is sit here? Crazy. Egg's nuts. Keeping this bogfly alive is worth because I'm gonna replay the egg and hatch it. Yeah, like it's not worth it for it to die. Of course. I think we have a pretty comfortable win on Seraph here. If I'm gonna be honest with you. We managed to do it while taking 0 as well, which is pretty impressive. And 64. Here, why don't I give you a little morsel? Oh, the morsel doesn't change anything. And they sap him down to negatives. Just for existing. Takes 345, except he actually takes his whole health bar. This run is brought to you entirely by the sap event that we got. I think without the sap event, this run would be pretty doomed. But, you know, I was looking for the answer. We found the answer. I think that the answer also is we probably don't do large stone endless, but I don't know. I'm still iffy on it. I'm still playing around with it. I'm learning as we go, though. And there's no guarantee that we win this combat, by the way. I don't want to tell you for sure we win this. I think we have a pretty good shot, though. Engine upgrade, as much as I would like to play it, I don't think I can. The numbers go on mid-floor, as we've been doing. This is not an excellent turn 1. I think this Bog Chrysalis could go mid-floor. Sorry, bumped the mic. I think this should go mid-floor. We should establish ourselves here. Oh yeah, it hatches also. And I'm gonna go ahead and just pop this Wilt Wings. I'm not playing Engine Upgrade because I don't want to proc Echo Seedling off of it. Although maybe I do. Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I do want to proc Echo Seedling off of this. Should on that top floor. We have 6 energy now. I'll play every card no matter what. I can permanently play every card. Sadly, I will get a bunch of those back when I play Wurmkin Etchings. That's something I didn't really think about there. But, too late to regret. These guys are non-existent. They died of the hatch. Or the sap, I should say. So we'll pick off priority targets here. I don't think I Wurmkin Etchings right now. I'd rather fill the deck up a little more with, or I'd rather fill up the consume pile more with garbage than just slap Wurmkin Etchings down now. And then Tome. I'm gonna play it down here, and I'm also gonna play First of Kin Egg down here. And so I should play the egg first because we get the hatch. And the hatch, I mean. Yeah, you can see the damage output here is looking a little grim. We got the pyre health though, so we're okay for these early rounds, I think. While we get ourselves off to the races, so to speak. Yeah, that makes sense. Love to feed some morsels here. I'd also love to just play Prismal Dust. All we have to do is live to Relentless. We have negative 44 on the Divinity. We just have to live. And that is part of the reason we took the extra pyre health. It's going to help a lot with the just living part of the game plan. As long as I hatch this thing... Oh, I took space from the top 4, didn't I? Ooh. Yeah, playing the triple engine upgrade was patently wrong. It was very incorrect, I would say. Now that I have seen with clearer eyes. I mean, I'll play it up here, I guess? No. I need to leave it available for the Inquisitor, I think, because he's going to be our biggest threat. Although maybe I can power these guys up enough to kill him. Yeah, let's try powering them up. I'm going to not play the egg anyway. Because I will not draw... no, if I don't play it, I'm not going to draw it anyway. Because I'm going to play Wurmkin Etchings. Yeah, okay. I'm going to play it. Final answer. Lock it in. Soul Cripple is a good hit. That is one of the cards I would like to have seen there. So it's good to see it. And I will pull back just Echo Break here. Killing the spikes will save me damage onto our pyre. Yeah. And then take like 10 for that, but it's alright. I actually think we're okay. That wasn't an insurmountable amount of damage. I think I didn't quite throw it on the misplay. Oh yeah, I can also save this and then hatch it for 12. Or, no, not 12, 8. Which is fine as well. Oh, engine upgrade mid-floor. It's fine. North remains as well. Oh, the boss is just gonna die. I was worried about this guy. He's dead. Divinity does kill this morsel miner, which is sad. But I do get to replay my egg bottom floor. I'm gonna take damage from this heavy, aren't I? Oh, no. Thought he had more health than that. Or more attack than that, I mean. Okay. And we're going to be silencing this for sure. Definitely not dealing with that. Happy to play Mind Collapse, return Mind Collapse. I have so much energy. What the hell? Why do I have so much energy? I mean, I know why. You don't have to answer that. I mean, it's great with Wurmkin Spike. Look at that. We just wiped this floor out. I do want to try and keep these Bogflies standing, so, you know, in the etch. I'm like 99% sure we win this now. We've survived all the scary stuff. Although I am almost out of cards, to be fair. I'll probably stop returning my soul. I have Wurmkin Etchings. It'll be alright. I really want to play Shade Splitter? Not really. I'm mostly just removing cards out of this. Oh, I didn't think about the fact that that floor is going to beat me up, though, huh? Actually, it's kind of nice, because I get to replay my egg mid-floor now, right? Space 4? No, dude, this engine upgrade is actually ruining me. I have come as close as I can possibly come to throwing this run on the back of this engine upgrade. Absolutely. This thing's gonna kill me. I mean, if I lose this combat, I'm just gonna play it again, but not throw my run on engine upgrade, you know? Which... do we lose this run? Hard to say. If I could freeze this Bog Chrysalis, I would tell you no chance, but I cannot. I need to thin the deck down so I hit Bog Chrysalis again in 2 turns. So, you know, gotta do what you gotta do here, I suppose. So I'll silence this as well while I'm at it. He's got plenty of sap on each floor. That way he's not going to kill me. The boss might pose a bit of a threat here. What do you do to me? I don't think he does. I'm never going to get punished for this engine upgrade, surely. Cannot play Wurmkin Etchings, though. Definitely don't want to play Wurmkin Etchings. We want to give ourselves the best possible chance of drawing this Bog Chrysalis, which I can do with a reasonable amount of certainty. No guarantee, but a reasonable amount of certainty. If we draw the Bog Chrysalis and play it anywhere, we win the run. And if we don't draw it, I replay the combat so I can give you the victory that was promised here. I mean, how much is this? Negative 32? He's at 7? I mean, I think Penumbra wins this on his own, to be fair. I want to soften this wave. Because this is the wave that these guys have to go through. Although, Maybe lowering damage taken is a little bit better. Like cutting 20 off is probably right. Yeah, it feels a little better. Yeah, don't play Return Soul so I don't have to draw it again. As long as I hit the Bog Chrysalis, we're fine. Unless I miscalculated top 4 and I take 100 damage here. Ah. Ooh, 2 curses I didn't consider, huh? Yeah, I mean, I threw this run. I'll replay it so we can get the win. 100% I lost this run because of my own idiocy, though. Well, give it a second here. Hold on. Don't throw in the towel yet, young Padawan. Welcome to the art of pulling a run that you should not pull. Let's begin. So, why are we losing this? We're losing this because this Bog Fly gets popped, right? You die? 11, 11, 14. I need this to swing one time. I mean, it's gotta be... It's top, is what it's gotta be. It's gotta be top. You kill the full health one. It doesn't really matter though, right? And you can return soul and kill one of these guys. 900 damage. 820 down here. 77 up there. Yeah, I mean, I lost this one. You know why I lost this one. So let me do this again, real quick. It's a long episode, but I want to win. I want to take this win, and I feel like I deserve it. I brain broke for a second when I did that engine upgrade play. Happens like that sometimes, you know. It's all right. Unnamed tome. I believe this is how I played it out, right? And then I replayed this egg and hatchet. So the egg hatches, I get 2. Yeah, I need the full space. I took space so that I could play the full space, and then I played engine upgrade. So what happened is, in my mind, I thought that my flies were going to die a lot faster than they actually do because of the existence of sap on them. And yeah, this is significantly better. Unearth remains, unearth remains. Come on, that's way better. Not good enough for me to Wurmkin etchings, but pretty good. Don't need the silence, as we've seen. Sap's aplenty. Yeah, one of these guys is gonna die to the Shade Wings. That is okay. Because now I'm gonna play Bog Chrysalis. I need to play it and I need to make sure it hatches. I'm gonna play it bottom floor. Silence. It has to hatch. And then it has to go up and just sap up this Shade Wing so I don't die. 35. I could actually keep him alive, if you can believe that. He lives at like 1. Probably better to get worn down and replace them. I think so. Should have played Echo Break here. I will play the Prismal Dust for 0. Art didn't do much, but it is a 0 cost infusion. Main goal here is to not take 45 from this guy. Mission probably accomplished. Could just kill him also. Mind Collapse. Cave his skull in. Losing one of the flies sucks a little bit. Now I'll sap. I think it's smart to sap here. Bounding Echoes. Return Soul? Let's pull back. Unearth Remains. Card's real good. I'm gonna maintain filling up the middle floor as our main strategy here. Our big play, fill up the mid floor so that they crush everything. And then what they don't crush, we kill with sap. I lived at 1 down there? What the heck? Lived at 1. I mean, we scale a lot slower in this line if you can believe that. Things are not looking as cut and dry as they were first time around. Put this guy bottom floor. Having less energy is a little worse, I suppose. It's alright though, because I just sapped the Inquisitor down. As it was written. So it shall be. No, pull back an Echo Break. Kill this idiot. Save the silence. You know for what. I know which wave is coming, so it's a little bit of cheating, but definitely right. Ooh, I didn't hatch this thing. Well, that ain't good. Not the end of the world, I'm just gonna take a few hits. Silence first. Yeah, my draw got real changed up here. That will switched on me. Even if this boss hits me 5 times, I'm okay. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I need to make sure that I hatch my egg. Or that it dies. I guess it doesn't matter. It dies is fine too. Acceptable. And I'll replay it mid-4. I'm gonna spike here. Spike here for 2x? 2x is 16. Yeah, 2x and then I play Return Soul will kill back 2. Okay. So I'm going to spend 1 more energy on Echo Break, which I kind of want to put on the Bog Chrysalis that's about to pop me out 2 new Bog Flies. And we go Spike here. Return Soul on... I don't know, I guess Shade Splitter. I'm going to keep playing for the etches. And... yeah, keep playing for the etches. Yeah, I don't necessarily feel that bad about dropping this one. I wanted to try the engine upgrade out and see if it was a worth one. It wasn't. If the Divinity didn't have the restriction that it has on status effects, it probably would have been pretty good though. It looked pretty cool there. Yeah, I got real lucky on this draw to not take like 40 here. Thank you, Monster Train. Thanks for the help. Monster Train dropping a quick little assist for me there. Thanks, buddy. Letting me get out of this run with a clear conscience. Conscience? Conscience, right? I don't know, that word always felt strange to me. Feels strange to me? You can tune out of the video now. It's an hour and 7 minutes. This is one of the longest episodes I've recorded in a while. I'm giving it my all here. I feel like every turn matters too, so I'm trying not to slack. Every turn feels like it makes a pretty big impact. Although, in the last version of this playthrough, it was only 1 turn that made a big impact. I guess this run basically makes up for yesterday's run, though. Because yesterday's run was blink and you miss it sort of run. And today's run was a, oh my god, keep blinking sort of run. What's that mean? Keep blinking? Yeah, keep blinking. Hey out there, if you're watching this video and you're not asleep, keep blinking. If you're turning your car, keep blinking. Yeah, I mean, look at this end floor versus the one that we did last time. Because I wasn't able to play eggs, right? That's what it comes down to. I hamstrung myself. I built this whole run around being able to fill my whole train with like 12 bog flies with Penumbra's help thanks to Architect and the space take, and then I just ruined it by playing that engine upgrade. What I should have done is I should have bricked the top floor or the bottom floor. I should have just taken 3 off of it instead of splitting it, because that was where I really doomed myself. I took the 1 off of the top floor and you just went, oh, what's this guy doing? This run was extremely fun, and I'm not sure... yeah, I'm not sure what you would do. I mean, I think that Etch plus 5 is a little slow for this Bog Chrysalis line when you're trying to spread the eggs out everywhere, because the idea is that you're spreading your eggs out, so having it cost you scaling on other floors because you're not able to etch on all 3 floors makes this a little worse. I think the better line is to do multi-strike endless and then something like a middle of the road defensive offensive sort of thing, like maybe a Siren incant, although same problem that First of Kin's gonna face, right? But something that gives you a little bit of base health and lets you get rolling. Gives you a little bit of defensive scaling. Or you could probably just do the same thing, but with like a frontline tank plan. I'm talking through a lot here, but I'm trying to think of how I would play this differently. I don't think Large Stone was it, basically. I think Large Stone made the run a lot harder. And Large Stone was only really a take I took because we had Architect Penumbra, who would accommodate a little more. But I think you do multi-strike endless as your goal there, and then put some sort of defensive scaling on them. Alright, I'll let you go now. Hour and 10 minutes, holy moly. That's a long episode. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.